perfect 10? What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Oh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. 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 Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. 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 Oh, yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face. I stood and wait because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. 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 Oh.
On my own, but I don't know why you hit the road, but you don't realize I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back. 'Cause I won't look back. I won't look back.
Good evening, dear viewers, and welcome. This is ESEA Open, and you're greeted by Emilis Vunas, and we're watching ESEA Open League Season 31 unfold once again, and it's Team Timechasers this time playing against Team FACEITSTARS. So, it will be interesting to see how these two teams shape up. I will remind you that Timechasers have started their campaign in this season successfully, as they did win the first map, which was played on Dust 2 by the scoreline of 16-11. These matches take place in a best-of-1 format. It will be interesting to see what strategies the CTs use, as we do know the terrorists, they are a strong side. So, wouldn't be surprising if they got off to an aggressive start. Sender is boosted up quite nicely here. Actually, that's a very smart boost, but he needs to capitalize off it, and he already did. 2 kills for Sender. Nobody was expecting that, really. Vertigo is still a new map. You don't know the angles, you don't know the boosts, so, well, beautifully worked there for Team Timechasers, and what else can you really say? Sender's boost was fantastic there. Nobody expected that position. And obviously, we should talk about the elephant in the room, and that is that this map is in vertigo. So interesting to see. Not a lot of pro play is being held in this map so far. It's the newest one in the meta, in the competitive meta at least. And the terrorists, they did decide to fully invest in this round. 3 of them bought Desert Eagles, and 1 of them has already accounted for a kill. Switching it to a Mach 10. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't need it, it seems. So a man advantage for Team FACEITSTARS, and still a minute and 20 left. A lot of time for them to figure things out. Poker Face is moving towards that A-bomb site, where so far the majority of the terrorists are holding their positions there. And he might get the kill, and he does. Passe, what an easy kill there for him. And he will flash up with an M4 in hand. That's such a good map to force by really for the terrorists, as you know, there are short angles here, and it's so easy to get those kills with the pistols themselves. It's very hard to retain as BNC team. We did see when Timechasers played Vertigo the previous time, their city side was definitely lacking something, and well, history might repeat itself here, as FACEITSTARS have already won themselves the round after having won a force buy. Let's see whether they force up or not. So they did force buy this round, Timechasers. They will try to do some damage, trying to double stack B there. Ask you together with JL. The smoke, it's not perfect really from FACEITSTARS, but it's maybe just good enough to force rotations back. But the terrorists are still moving in a slow manner. Passes the lurk here on A might give a lot of indication towards which side should the terrorists go, as they're clearing out angles. It was so difficult obviously in this new map. The players are still not used to holding these angles, but slowly and steadily our FACEITSTARS moving towards this A-bomb side, and it seems to be a take of that. Sender, he decided to reload at the worst possible moment here. He won't have enough time to get the kill on his opponent, and it's a 2v4 situation. And the force buy didn't really pay off. Askew missing his bullets. Even only Shadow alive, 1 against 4. Not much that he can do apart from saving his weapon. And Kevlar obviously, which he will try to do, but it'll be so difficult to play. Try to save this weapon. Okay, just let him pass him. And another guy passed him, so okay, he actually needed to get that kill, and Shadow will be found. You never take your knife out in situations like these. The bomb hasn't exploded, so all of the 3 players who have been alive remained alive for their team. 2-1 is the scoreline here. And a full eco scenario for Team Timechasers. All of them will be pushing towards the corridor. Flashes are out. Did get 1 kill, but that will be all she wrote. A very quick round for both of the teams. It only took 12 seconds really. So that's pretty bonkers. And the pace that this map can have on itself, pretty wild. But we do see a full buy right now. 2 AUGs, 3 M4s for Timechasers. No AWP for both of the teams. Obviously it's a map used to close counters. And Passe here, interesting position from him. And once again, the area and how much aggression do they have in ramp, it's quite astonishing to see how passive the Timechasers want to take their approach in this map on their city side, and that might be their downfall really, because Pace, he takes this position behind sandbags every single round. And that passive approach led to the demise of bomb side A for Team Timechasers time after time. So there you go, another very simple kill, because they let them push out of ramp so easily, and that's just a round given away. You shouldn't be playing passive if you're CT really, because you can just get overrun so easily by your opponents. It's crazy. And they're not playing A as aggressive as they should be, and we see that it's not paying off. It's way easier for the terrorists to get the kills, and that's what they're doing, and they're getting the rounds as well. It will be a fourth one for Team FACEITSTARS. Gonna be interesting to see whether they will continue piling the damage on, or will it fail? JL, he'll only get one. A quick trade-off. 9 kills for this guy. Good performance so far from him. 4-1 is the scoreline. Timechasers once again, they're forced to save up some money. They will only invest into pistols with Kevlar. Askew got himself a nade, but I doubt that it can do much damage, or any damage at all. Well, the boost worked. Shadow got that kill, but Askew's quickly traded, although JL is there to back his buddy up. Now with an AK in hand, he can do damage. He got one, and he got the triple kill. That's bombed down, and as I said before, those pistols, they can do so much damage in this closely encountered map, and we see that from Timechasers this time around, and most definitely it worked out for them. And JL there, we're used to seeing him shine brightly in moments of need for the Lithuanians, and he's done it once again. A triple kill there near T-spawn, super important. You got the bomb down, got the kills. Great team play, and finally some aggression here. Sender might get an easy kill, and he will. It seems that they've realized what kind of approach they should take towards bomb side A, and that approach has worked out perfectly so far. Molotov didn't land where it should have. Timechasers did so spot out. Max will have to back away, although he wants to play this aggressively. Decided not to, waiting for the smoke to decay. Still trying to claw his way into this bomb site, where it might be met by a triple stack, although their positions are quite separate, so it won't be that easy. The Molotov is not reaching Askew. JL got the first kill. Rude will be the other person to follow. Max will be found as well, leaving only Fade alive. 1 against 5. These are the rounds that Timechasers need. Taking rounds without any casualties, without any losses of personnel. A good round overall for the Lithuanians. 3-4 is the score. And FACEITSTARS, they still have enough money to buy, surprisingly, after having lost 2 rounds in a row. The next round they can still follow with a buy, I think. And it's a quick attack on bomb side A. Pace will try to commence in this side, but Sender will pick him off, although the Molotov is definitely helping Sender now. He got a double. He might get more as he did. It's a flash from his teammate Shadow that helped this time around, and Sender with that AWP, he can do damage, and damage he did. On ramp towards A, he was unstoppable the round before, and he is unstoppable this time around as well. Sender Got himself a quadra kill. JL will spoil his ace party by picking up a kill for his own. There we go. Timechasers have finally broken the duck. They've realized how they should play. And that's working out for them. That's working out perfectly. So, the Frenchmen have invested into pistols. Only a couple of them invested into Kevlar as well. But one of the rounds that they did win, FACEITSTARS, was that second round where they only had pistols in hands. Pokerface right now, he has a test of his own. He'll get only one kill. Shadow will follow with a trade of his own. Even only 2 people alive for this French side. Rude will be picked off, but Passe finding himself a nice headshot. Picking up that top in hand, and he can be dangerous with it. He's already shown his potential, Passe, and he might do more. But will he expect his opponent in this corner? Because this map is just so unappreciated. He tried to knife his opponent's Shadow. And that's a mistake you shouldn't be doing, really. Because now you've just given your opponent a chance. Oh, what a rookie mistake, really, because Passe, he can actually pick up the bomb. There's still enough time left, and he needs to throw this Molotov quickly, but JL peeks very smartly. And Shadow, well, it can get dangerous with situations like these, but thankfully it wasn't. JL peeked just in time. And Timechasers are finally back in the lead, having won 4 rounds in a row. They're looking and they are seeking to continue on this good path. Sender will try to play behind sandbags this time, but we saw Molotov being thrown there previously, and ASCII just found himself a freebie there, really. Again, his opponents are not aware of that angle, it seems. And the Frenchman can actually do some damage here. JL, he dinked his opponent, but that wasn't enough to kill him. He'll take some damage from the nade, but it doesn't really matter. The exchange works for him. ASCII, still the lone man on this bomb site. He is helped out by Pokerface, who hasn't shined as much really in this map. Doesn't matter. Oh, Pokerface, he needed to peek faster there. His teammate died out. Passe 1 against 3 once again. We know that this guy can clutch, but the bomb is not in his way. Passe missed his shots terribly. And now he will fall to his demise from the 51st floor. So, another good round for Timechasers. They are really stepping things up in this first half. 5 rounds in a row. But the Frenchmen still have enough money to buy AKs, and that's what they're gonna do. Deep Molotovs and stairs preventing a quick attack, both from corridor and from lower. Max now, he does have to back away, or MQX, whatever you want to call him. Passe is trying to lurk around A this time around, and it might work out actually. A Sender, he didn't get a kill, but his Pokerface and ASCII who are helping his teammates out, and most definitely that nade worked. They're not seeing anybody in this bomb site, so it might be an indication to rotate back to B. That's where they're trying to go, as Mr. Tiz is already got himself into a decent position, but he's waiting, and that wait might not pay off for him. His Timechasers are already creeping their way into this bomb site, but they catch their opponents off guard, which they do. It might work out perfectly for them, which it does. The 7th round for the Lithuanians. Definitely they have gotten themselves in the groove. Sender, after he has managed to buy that AWP, things changed and things shaped out for the better. Most definitely for Timechasers. He's been a steady rock on bomb side A. Trying to jump down and nade, but that nade was just a little bit too early. And now he might be in trouble. Sender needs to be smart about it. Saw that Molotov from Sandbags. He missed his shots now. Sender, he's in a world of trouble. Needs to get out of this alive. Shadow has missed his shots as well. And he even died from the pistols. Will it be the pistols once again to win the round for the Frenchman? As the rifles players who must hurry. JL really find his opponents. So far it doesn't seem to be the case. It's just the smoke that is gaining him. He did get one kill, might get another, which he does. He will be traded from Sandbags. The bomb is ticking, and it's ticking fast. Sender is on the defuse. The pistols, that's enough to get the kill. And do they have enough time? Yes, they do. Timechasers. The situation looked sticky, but they've managed to crawl back, and they've managed to get themselves another round win. A 7th one in a row. Definitely their CT side on Vertigo has improved massively. And it's paying off in their hard work and their practice. Sender now really take a deeper approach. A more aggressive one in this bump side or not. As Basse is still on ramp. Flashing out. He did see Sender, but wasn't prepared to get that kill. Prepared himself with the smoke. 2 smokes are out on A, and that might be a fake for the Frenchman. Sender will find him. And that's an indication to go towards bomb side B right now. JL, a lot will be on his shoulders. He will need to pounce. He gets one. He gets a double. That might be enough. And it will be for Team Timechasers as they win the 8th round in a row. Good team play once again from the CTs. JL, if you can expect somebody to anchor a site well, that's JL for you. 9-4 is the scoreline right now. The Frenchmen have no answers to the hard rock defense of the Lithuanians. This is going all out. He's just pushing towards ramp, and that aggression is not working out for them. Timechasers are prepared, and they're showing aggression of their own. It's working out perfectly. MQX got a great kill there, but it didn't work out. A fast-paced round, and Timechasers are used to chasing their opponents down. Their aggression worked out perfectly there. Again, their positioning, their aim, everything is working out for them right now in this first half for Team Timechasers. They're playing against very decent opponents, to be fair. They're 2k plus on ELO on FACEIT, so it's not like they're completely bad, but it's Timechasers, man, who are shining. But Shadow, most definitely his life was put out. JL will miss his shot as well, and it seems that the streak for Timechasers has ended here. Askew 1 against 4. Well, you can only blame Shadow there, really. He messed up a brilliant spray down, which could have gotten him a double kill or a triple even, but he got 0 basically. So that's a bomb plant, and Askew 1 against 4. Not much that he can do really, except for hoping to get a kill or two, but won't even manage to do so. 5-10 is the scoreline after the first half, and well, I think Timechasers will take it most definitely. It's a decent second half apart from that last round. But again, their positioning was good. It's just the aim that let them down really. Both JL and Askew missed some important shots. But, you know, not all of them can be winners, really, if we're talking about rounds. So 5-10 will be the score after the first half. And so far, Timechasers, if we remember that they played on their CT side, the last time they played Vertigo, they were down 3-12. And it was their T side, which has actually proven to be successful for them. If I'm not mistaken, that was in Bessel, right? And they won the first map, which was Mirage, and they lost Vertigo, and they lost Dust 2, which ended up being a catastrophe for them, and they just couldn't handle it. But they played well on their Vertigo T side, so if they repeat their good form that they had on the previous match on Vertigo, and if they repeat the form that they had in this map in the first half, we might see a dominating performance from Team Timechasers. So 10-5 is the scoreline. Pistol round is upon us. Kills are spread out pretty evenly. JL is still the leader with 15 to his name. Flash out. A quick execution towards bomb side B. For Timechasers, a couple of flashes out right now. They're trying to enter from door, but it's an interesting angle that they're taking. It's a smoke out for them. They're trying to take the bomb side of their own. Getting down angles. Pokerface, he will be brought down, but it's Shadow actually stepping it up with a triple kill, just putting up a massacre to his opponents, really. Lightning out of nowhere this round. Shadow, he will be left all alone. He will need an ace to clutch this one out. He got one, and it's a 1v1 right now. Shadow against Rude. How will he do it? He gets the ace with the burst and with the headshot. Shadow, he literally carried his team this pistol round, and he switched it onto a burst, and that burst worked out perfectly for him in that short range. What a fantastic pistol round from Shadow. All alone he carried his team. They were 5v3 entering that bomb side, but it was Shadow who got the kills. At the end of it all, he was left 1 against 3, but then he even clutched that one out. So definitely a good start and a good round in the second half for Timechasers, as they're trying to secure another round in this half, as their opponents, they didn't even buy up fully, so it would be a disaster if they lost this round. Timechasers. Shadow's Molotov gets Rude, and only MQX is left. You do not want to lose weapons, Timechasers. We know that this map can be an aggressive one, a fast-paced one, so SMGs are definitely not that bad. And they do have 3 of them, which they might invest in this round. FACEITSTARS, they've decided to take it on a very rational and conservative economical game, as they basically are ecoing 2 rounds out, because they are thinking to themselves that pistols are not that bad in this map. Both FACEITSTARS and Timechasers have won rounds with their pistols, and they're starting out this round are pretty nicely. They've started. They got 1 kill with the Deagle headshot on corridor. Pokerface trying to break the windows and just lining up the smokes here. Where will it land? That's the question. It lands beautifully on bomb side A. Should be an attack commencing. Shadow with mollies. Should check out boost, really, but that's another kill. It's the Molotov that gets him. Well, we really need to be careful here. 2 SMGs, Pokerface needs to get the kill. He does. Askew is left on the side. He's compromised. Needs to get out of here alive, but it's Shadow once again. He's letting his teammate do the work, and Askew, what a brilliant position from him. His opponent even didn't see him. So genuinely a work of art here from Askew. Everyone is chiming in for Timechasers, shining when they need to, but now we should see an up, and we do. That's in the hands of Rude. 5-13, Timechasers. Well, they have started this game so well. Will they manage to keep up the tempo? This round is the important one for them. They managed to win this one as well, and it's gonna be a catastrophe for the Frenchman. But a real testament to the power of this Lithuanian squad. Askew will be the entry guy, it seems. He will get the first kill. That's important. Not pushing in as yet. Trades are just not happening. Fare and Tiz, they've got the 2 kills already. And they're kissing each other. And Askew got the kill. There we go. That's the mad advantage for Timechasers. Rude's position most definitely should have been compromised. And he will be found. It's only Passe left. 1 against 3 once again. We saw him in this scenario when he was on T side. But this time around he will try to save his weapon. It's round 14 for Timechasers. Definitely a dominating performance for them. Great work for them so far in this round, in this map. And it's another one for Timechasers. 14 on the board, only 2 separating them from the second win. The ESEA Open League. And I will remind you, dear viewers, that obviously every round matters on ESEA because the positioning in the brackets, really, not in the brackets, in the league itself, depends on the round difference as well. So Timechasers, they want to win this with as big of an advantage as they can have. Because in that case, they will be basically just higher up the ladder. Askew, he will lose out that duel. But a quick trade from JL equalized the scenario. They still have weapons, FACEITSTARS. That's the most important thing right now. Their loss bonus is on that critical point where they can still invest into rounds with rifles and whatnot. Maybe the utility won't be in full effect, but it's the rifles that matter now. As Shadow, together with Sender, they're trying to go towards bomb site A, where it's only Rude left. But it does have enough utility to hold this attack down. Fare has made a rotation here. This will be a difficult take, but it's a take nevertheless in this bomb site. Smokes are out. Rude will try to molly it out, which he will. He's trying to plant the molly poker face, and that's a terrible decision from him. Now they do have to attack quickly. Timechasers. It's a 3v3, but the bomb is dropped deeply through the smokes, and poker face decision might lose them the round here. I mean, they're asking a hell of a lot right now from Shadow and Sender because they do need to play aggressive, and he got 1 kill in Shadow with the trade. His positioning was well once again. 20 kills for Shadow right now. He's the individual leader who's stepping up on Bird to go for Team Timechasers, and FACEITSTARS, they have nowhere else to go. They must invest in this round. Definitely the strong French team can be massacred right now. And up in Rude's hands with no Kevlar. We'll try to be aggressive perhaps towards A ramp. So it does have an opportunity to do so. Question is whether he saw his opponent or not. I don't think that he did. But the bomb is still towards B. MQX will take some damage from JL. And it's actually Titsu got the first kill in this round. Askew played with fire a bit too much, but it's JL who gets 1 trade, but once again he overextended there. Poker face, a very important kill there, but it's the Deagle of Passe who gives them the round lead right now. The man advantage lead, I'm sorry. And Shadow, oh, he didn't get that kill. And now he'll be rushed down, but it's the Deagle that has worked out for him. He's trying to flash his opponent down, and Rude got killed, which is the most important kill, I guess, in this round. But MQX is still not over yet. 40 seconds for them. They can just go towards a different bomb side, but poker face now, he might be found, which he will be. Now he's stuck in 2 different angles. MQX might actually win this one, but it won't. Poker face will put an end to this game. And it's Team Timechasers. A great performance for them on game 2. Even a more dominating one here. 16-5 is the scoreline that they've won against definitely a good team. Most definitely. They've beat their opponent 16-2. Team FACEITSTARS, but now they've fallen against the Lithuanians by the scoreline of 16-5. Shadow was the individual leader. He's definitely stepped things up for Team Timechasers in their second half. He was definitely the key factor for Timechasers' dominating performance. But overall, it was a good performance from Team Timechasers. They've played as a team. Individually, they've shined. Most definitely, today they have an opportunity and, reasons to celebrate. But for now, dear viewers, I thank you for tuning in to this broadcast. It was most definitely an interesting game of Counter-Strike, especially as it was held in Vertigo. But for now, dear viewers, I do have to bid farewell.